You know that feeling you get when guests are coming over and your place looks like an absolute wreck? Well, this project's for you. It's a Tambour door. It keeps everything looking clean, minimal, decluttered. But when it's open, you can showcase your stuff. Not to mention, the door looks badass. So let's get into this. It's a full walnut end table. Both of them are gonna be identical. This door is what I was talking about. It's gonna roll back into here, and it's also gonna be able to be fully closed. It's gonna be about 24 inches tall, 18 inches depth-wise. We're gonna be gluing up a bunch of 9-inch pieces, so here we go. So I found this Instagram video by Johnny Builds, sent it over to the client, and right away she hit me with the in love with that. And I went, shit. Now I gotta figure out how to build this thing. But you know, that's part of growing. That's part of why I love woodworking, is doing custom pieces that you've never done before and figuring it out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little mitered detail on the front edge of the shell as well. I think it'll give like a cool shadow box look when the Tambour door turns. At least I hope so. So I'm gonna do that, but in order to do that and make it look right, all of these have to be the exact same width. Right now they're just rough. So first step, cut these all down the same width on the table saw, and then we'll hit the miter detail, and then everything should look right, and we'll be able to put the slot in for the Tambour door. So let's get after it. So cutting this little miter joint on the front creates this, like I said, almost shadow box look, and it focuses your eyes in towards the door. All right, so now that we got it laid out how it's supposed to be, we're gonna test fit it with some blue tape. Oh, you mother. You mother. That's okay. Mother. Not really sure. Does anyone know the answer to this? Does the cold make tape work like ass? Oh my god, I'm gonna lose it. New plane, we're just gonna set it up. 90, it's closed up. So I'm just gonna trust that I did it right. So now we're gonna work on getting the router template for the Tambour groove on the bottom and the top panel. This is the part I'm most scared about because we could ruin this piece pretty quickly if we screw this up. So here's to not doing that. Because if those tracks don't line up, the Tambour door, you can just say goodbye to that baby. It's just not gonna flow well. Everything's gonna be kind of cattywampus. So really focus in on those tracks. Okay, so here's how she's looking. This is the first one. 2-inch radius, 3/8 inch deep, 3/8 inch wide. On this side, there will be a side panel that connects with this miter and goes up, so that'll hide that. On this side, the back, we're actually gonna put a rabbet in. We're gonna put a panel along the back and it'll enclose everything. So let's get the other three done. All right, so thankfully that went about as smooth as it could. Did about an 1/8 inch per pass. So I did 3 passes per, does it all line up. We're gonna put the rabbets on the back and put it together and find out. So here we go. So this build actually stemmed from wanting to be able to showcase her vinyl records while no one was there, and she could pull them out at any time she'd want. But then if guests were over, she could hide whatever else she wanted to hide. And you know, it's something that I think a lot of us would like. Obviously, if you have a dirty house, you want to keep things clean when people come over. Maybe not, maybe you're just a dude in college. All right, so we got the dowels in the bottom of it. Everything's looking good. I got it just slightly off that back wall because when I put this panel on, I don't want any inconsistencies on the vertical. Having that 32nd of an inch there, that's gonna be perfect. What I really love about this style of end table is it almost looks vintage while having this modern tone to it. It's been about an hour and I got the first end table sand up to 80, so it's taking long. I knew it would take long. It's a grind, mentally taxing. Just gotta turn the music up louder, I guess, and keep going. I think this look, it goes hand in hand with this build because, you know, it's this vintage style, but it's this modern way of doing it, which is ideal for what these are gonna be used for. I might have just came up with the best way to glue up waterfalls. I mean, this is just genius coming to play. Sometimes you just gotta stand around and drink a beer and the ideas flow to you. So I got some parallel clamps that I had sitting around. I was like, you know what? Let me take old piece here and size parallel clamps. That's step one. You see where I'm going with this? So all you gotta do, tighten that up. Tighten that up. This doesn't move. Take the piece that you're gonna go put it up 90 with, the right angle, the waterfall. Bam! I don't even need glue for that. I don't even need glue for that, and it's 90. What an idea. So now I can glue that up, make it look nice. That's what we're gonna go with the rest of the time. I hope this helps. Take a screwdriver, kind of round over that corner a little bit. Fill in those gaps. Next, what we're gonna do, we're gonna hand sand all the extra glue off, and we're also gonna do inside the track to make sure that that's gonna run well. And then we're gonna finish all the shell and shelves. They're looking so sick. Verticals are in. I gotta trim down the horizontals to size, put a little bit of finish on them, and we can install them. So here's the idea of the legs. Taper up, we'll have an inch thickness along the top, and then we'll taper back down on the side. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna glue and joint a larger piece and turn it on its side to attach this whole leg assembly to the bottom of that base. Make a template on this 1/4 inch ply. We're gonna draw up the legs, cut it all out, and that way each leg will be identical. So all the dimensions should be here that I need. Let's draw it up.
Yeah, I said,
Two options that you can go about this. You can cut it close and then use this template route around it. Option 2, which I think is the easier option, would be just to draw it on there and cut it out exactly how it looks. Ideally, that's the way we're gonna go, but we'll see if our bandsaw has the capacity to do that. All right, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna take your template, you already got the right angle cut. You're gonna butt that up next to the blade, make it flush with the blade. You're gonna scoot your miter gauge all the way up to it while holding it tight. And you're just gonna get to the right angle. And you're gonna lock it in place. This one looks to be about 18.5. So now, I'm gonna take this guy right up through here. Should be perfectly straight.
I'm a fan. I love the things you do, so minuscule, but keep it cool. You kinda nice and kinda rude, but make it know when I'm in view that me plus you is something real. Get a signal and I feel. Make the turn, headed home. Make me laugh, my key to pill. Do you know that I know? Getting hot in here, no Nelly, drop the low. Cause you know I'm on my way, you best be ready.
Leg strength test.
On the road, no, I'm not trying to sound petty. No, we gon' be late, 30 minutes gone already. But I know how you get over
comes the moment of truth. Hopefully everything lines up and everything's square. A2 to A2. A1 to A1. B1 to B1. 2 B2. Oh, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, hold on, hold on. Oh. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. That's huge. It's big for a boy tonight. We're gonna square this up. There should be about an inch overhang on each side. Obviously, it's gonna be a little bit more here. Get it nice and centered on that bottom plate, and then we'll take them off and finish them up.
So minuscule, but keep it cool. You kinda nice and kinda rude, but make it know when I'm in view that me plus you is something.
So we're gonna start these out. We're gonna plane these down just to get them all flat, flush. We're gonna try to avoid using as much sapwood as possible, but I do think it'd be a cool little accent along the edge, especially since we got some on the end tables themselves. And then we'll go from there. So. Just a hair under that. So now we gotta get our 3/8 by 3/8 chamber. So you want the bottom of it to sit flush on the bottom of your track. So it should be 3/8 inch deep there. So we'll make it 3/8 inch deep here. And then again, you just want to dial it in slowly. So don't take off too much. You can always come back and take off more. So let's pump out the rest of them. As long as everything is 90 and then nice and sanded, should flow pretty well. All right, so now's the time to do it with the real stuff. I can't turn back now because if I screwed up now, I'm out of walnut and this whole project goes to shit. So step one, cut these to the right height, 19 and a half, a little bit under, 19 7/16. So we got them all numbered, got them laid out. I kept the yellow, the sapwood in the middle of this one. I just thought it was kind of cool, a little unique design because we're gonna have some sapwood on the edge. Kind of makes it look like, I don't know, I thought it was cool, so. Okay, so we're gonna make this box mold, just like we make epoxy molds. You want this mold to be shorter than your tambour doors. So these are 3/4 inch thick. And I got a 1/2 inch piece of ply that I'm gonna use, and then we'll put the middle one in when we're ready, so. This is for future me, you're gonna see here in about 1 minute. Whatever side of the tambour door you want to be your front of the door, you put that face down inside this mold. Don't do what I do the first time and have to tear it all up. Because what you're gonna end up doing, you're gonna be putting the canvas on the back. Okay. Man, I got like a strain in my tricep out of shape. I almost made a terrible mistake I would have so regretted. The side that you want to be the face of the door has to go down. I have it up right now. So what I gotta do is flip all of these vertically on the long side. That way they stay in order. And it looks good, and the tarp's gonna go on the back. Whew, that was close. Cloth, or what do you call this? Canvas. We just got some tight bond 3. I think any kind of tight bond's gonna work. If there were any gaps, then hide it. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna squeeze glue all over these pieces, and they're pretty clamped. Now, what you want to do is make sure that there's as little wrinkles as possible. Oh yeah. Alright, so it's been a little bit under an hour. Just stretch them out, hear them crack. Hopefully everything stays intact, and then we'll put them back together for the night, because we're no longer going to need this extra cloth. Cut the cloth right along where we can see the tape. So we got this piece out. It's fairly good from the other side. So now what we're going to do is we're going to open it up, each piece. Bang. Now, we gotta put our rabbits on it. So we're going to the table saw, 3/8 by 3/8. Let's get after it. Again, on these, just focus on dialing it in. Don't do it all at once. Get it close and then keep bringing it down. Alright, check this shit out. After a lot of trial and error, we got her in, and she moves pretty well. Obviously you can see that gap there. That's kind of where it slides back in. I wish I would have made that a little bit smaller, but it's okay. There's gonna be a back panel, so it'll blend in once it's all said and done. But check this shit out. I gotta put a handle on so it makes it easier. And that's without any sanding and without any wax. So I'm pumped about this. Let's go. And the client wants an opening on the back to put cords through in case they put anything on that shelf that needs cords plugged in. So instead of doing like a circle, I think I'm gonna do more of like an oval. Just look a little bit better design wise when that door is open, and if nothing's blocking it, then it just looks better. So. Back. Alright, let's finish these things. Door's done. We got the back done. Before we install it is rub the tracks with some paste finishing wax. That'll keep it smooth, let things flow nicely. The Rubio definitely helped already, the hard wax oil, so hopefully this helps even more and it will be good for years to come. So let's do that and then we'll finish it up.
You know, I love these types of builds. They really challenge you. They get you to make something that you really are proud of, you know. You stand around and you look at it for an hour, even after you've been done for an hour. So, yeah, let me know what you think. If you like how this turned out, you know, sauce me a follow. I always try to respond to any comments, but I want to do more of these videos. So, thanks for watching.